Hey everybody, it's me Greg with a new speed drawing video. Today I'm doing Spider-Man and Spider-Ham. The Spider-Man that I'm doing for this video is from the Spider-Man video game that just came out, and Spider-Ham from the Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse movie that also came out this year. Um, but yeah, I just want to do something where it's kind of like two dudes, and I really like Spider-Ham since I was a kid, and the new Spider-Man suit looks really cool from the video game. So I was doing both of those kind of like as a mix mash kind of thing. And just adding some detail in the foreground buildings and just trying to make a challenging little project for myself. Because there's a lot of detail in the Spider-Man suit, and Spider-Ham is just completely cool, and I just wanted to draw that. So it was kind of just a whatever thing. But yeah, so this is me. I just showed you me kind of feeling it out and getting the picture right where I wanted it. And this is now refining kind of the drawing and, trying to figure stuff out, improve things. The hands on these guys, or on Spider-Man, were kind of like a pain, and it took me a while to figure it out. As you can see in this video, I just keep going, keep changing, and just try to get it just right because they were looking pretty weird for a little bit there. And just practice makes perfect. You got to do the hard stuff. And you might notice by the end of the video that one of his feet is kind of cropped off, and it wasn't that I didn't draw it, it was when I resized it along the way. It kind of just got lost at the bottom of the drawing, and I didn't feel that I needed to have it in the final. I felt like it worked without it because the composition worked for me. So as you can see right here, I'm adding some of the brickwork to the building, getting the details here and there, adding the little details on the very back. And when I was doing the buildings, for the most part, I was using the pen tool versus when I was drawing Spider-Man and Spider-Ham, where I was using just kind of like the brush tool in Photoshop. For the coloring, because his suit is mostly the blue, what I did was I had a layer that was just the blue color, and then I just figured I'd have the red on another layer and basically just wipe out a whole bunch of it, because the red on his suit in the version from the video game is mostly just for accents. It's mostly on the upper body, but on the legs it's pretty much the blue, so I just figured that was the easiest way to go on this one. And yeah. And this is me just filling out the rest of the colors on the buildings, getting things just right. The window was kind of bugging me on the bottom, so, much like the hands that you saw earlier in the video, just getting it right, trying to get the perspective. I mean, this whole thing's kind of, janky, weird perspective anyways, because I didn't really make it as good as I could. Like, think like the staircase that leads up to the balcony thing. It's kind of weird, and I don't think it gets changed by the end of it either. But, it is what it is, and I'm happy with it enough. And I'm adding shadows to the buildings, to the guys, to the building in the way back. Adding the webbing. You can't have Spider-Man without the webbing, right? And Spider-Ham, same thing. And just starting to add the final details, shadows, the shadow on the thing to lock him down into the building so it looks like he's a piece of it instead of just kind of floating on top. Just adding some final texture here at the end with the dry brush technique. And here's the final picture. Hope you liked it. As you could tell, I changed a couple things here and there, some on the buildings, some on the suit. Here and there, textures, cleanup, the whole thing. If you like it, leave a comment. If you don't, leave a comment. I love reading those. Give it a thumbs up. Subscribe if you haven't already. Click the notification bell, and you'll be in the know as to when I post my next video, which is usually at least once a week. So I will catch you on the next one. Later.